Ooh, welcome back to my channel, sports fans. Okay, let's get into this one right here. Scap Attack and Uncut Hoops. Both of y'all, especially Scap Attack, can eat a bunch of black ass. Yep, that's what you can do for hating on SGA. And say it with me. Say it with me. Say it. SGA as an MVP winner, the most 30 and 40 point games of all time. Wow. In the regular season, in the playoffs. Let me give it to you one more again. As an MVP winner, SGA has the most 30 and 40 point games in the regular season and in the playoffs. Next, before I forget, Rudy Gobert, you're the fakest black athlete center I've ever seen in the NBA. The fakest black athlete I've ever seen. You let a plumber, and I'm trying to diss Chet Holmgren because the guy got skills, but you let these guys just destroy you. Where are you at, Rudy Gobert? 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Where you at, homie? You're letting a plumber destroy you. A fake black athlete. That's what this guy is. One of the fakest. Let me tell you what. In that, when I look back at this Lakers series, because you know these guys be throwing games. So let me tell you what. To me, I don't care what nobody says. I think the Lakers, of course, threw that game and let Rudy Gobert do what he wanted to do, because there was no reason they didn't let Jackson Hayes play in that last game. He didn't let Rudy Gobert look like damn Hakeem Olajuwon. This is crazy. Rudy Gobert, with any little bit of center competition, even if it's a plumber, will get dominated. This guy is the biggest overrated trash you ever seen. Now, we're about to get into the meat of this stuff. And you know, they should just call this channel Uncut, because it's really uncut. Okay? Who gonna get the smoke first? Scott wasn't even playing, and he's gonna get the smoke, because I turned to this channel, and instead of giving these guys props, he wants to talk about what? He wants to talk about the Denver Nuggets and Joker and how he doesn't have enough help. Every goddamn time one of these teams wins, it's about Joker not having enough help. And this guy had the nerve to talk about, look how stupid he looks, because he got to keep going back and just reiterating how stupid he sounds. So now he tries to say, oh, I don't want to make it about the Denver Nuggets, right? Why the hell are you talking about him? Why the hell are you talking about him? This dude is racist. This guy is racist. I'm trying to tell you, this guy is racist. Just give SGA his credit and sit your racist ass down. That's what you do. You're a racist. That's all you is, dude. You are a racist. So now he wants to talk about, oh yeah, we see how loaded Minnesota is, and even though they're still get beat 3-1, they were still more loaded than the Denver Nuggets. They still more loaded than the Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves, who are getting spanked 3-1, but the Denver Nuggets was able to go to a Game 7, and Scap is yet to tell us, where the hell was Joker in Game 7? The biggest Game 7 of his career. And he had crazy turnovers and didn't even shoot the damn ball. Where was that video? Where was that video? Uncut Hoops. Where was that video? We're yet to see that video. We know you made a video clapping back at SGA because Joker won the MVP. And you want to call him a free throw merchant and a foul baiter. And make a whole video about that man as soon as he won the MVP. Right after the man won the MVP. Not 2 weeks before. Not when the playoffs were over. And you felt like, okay, let me make this video, because all playoffs, the man that won the championship, let me make it now. So I had the video through and through. No, right after the man wins the MVP. So I guess Scap and Uncut Hoops came together, right? To be racist and hate on the man. I mean, this is crazy. Minnesota is now better than Denver Nuggets, and they're about to get beat 4-1. But yet Denver was one game away. One game away. And I think they were up 2-1, right? Do you remember Minnesota being up 2-1? This stuff is crazy, man. And I'm going to tell you what, everybody about to get the smoke. Everybody is about to get the smoke. I hear people talking about this defense and that defense and this press defense. Shut the hell up. Where was that defense in the last game when Minnesota was just running rough shot? What was that OKC defense? Anthony Edwards? Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. This dude is the biggest fraud hype of all time. All his fans, you better sit the hell down. I don't want to hear nothing. Zero, zilch, zero, nothing about this fraudulent ass player. This guy was in his grave dead in the first half. He was in his grave dead. Don't give me nothing about no double team. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Because what SGA did when he got double teamed in the lane when he was driving, what did the man do? The man pulled up and hit the damn mid-range. The man pulled up and hit the mid-range when the double came. He stopped and popped. Stopped and faded away. Stopped and wiggled his way into a mid-range. Banking him off the backboard. Swishing him through the damn net. Everything. This man has zero advantage as far as physicality. SGA. This man has no advantage as far as being a high flyer. This man has no physical advantage again. He is skinny as hell. His only advantage that he has over anybody is that he can hit the mid-range. Something that these players refuse to put in our game. They refuse. This is something that SGA has incorporated in his game because he has no advantages. Zero, zilch. He ain't gonna high fly over you. He's not gonna jump over you. And he's not gonna use any physicality because he has none. I'm not an SGA guy. I've never been an SGA guy. You never see me making videos of SGA. Before what? This past week. Because I'm gonna tell you, these guys are racist. The uncut hoops in a damn scab, especially scab. Saying the man's a foul baiter. A foul baiter. This man's a foul. No, he's a mid-range killer. He's a mid-range killer. Something that Anthony Edwards fails to do. Anthony Edwards can't do nothing but drive to the basket and scream like a female. If he's not able to lay it up cleanly over somebody, he's gonna be screaming like, ah, hey, what? Get a game. Hey, get a game. Get an overall game like Luka, like SGA, like some great perimeter guys. Because all you have is a drive to the basket. That's all you got, man. That's all you got. Pull up and shoot the mid-range. But you can't because you don't have it. In that three ball, it ain't working. You have turned into another LeBron James. Hitting that three ball in the regular season when it really don't matter. But in the playoffs, you have turned into a brick fest from the three. You have no mid-range, shut down his drive, and it's over. They know that. I mean, this is common sense. This is common sense. This is common sense. Just because a fake wannabe defensive player of the year, Draymond Green, couldn't figure this out with Golden State. Big deal. You shut this guy down from driving, it's over for him. He's a fraud. This is a game he chose to work on exclusively. He don't want to do nothing else. This guy's a fraud. He don't have no fadeaway, no paint work, no nothing. The guy's a fraud. He's a fraud. His team couldn't carry him to a win. They almost did. You seen that? His team almost carried him to a win. Why don't he get in the paint and get some free throws? Why don't he do that? Why don't he get in there and get some free throws? Because he can't. I'm telling you, this guy, he's a fraud, man. One of the biggest frauds I've ever seen. If his team ain't front running, it's nothing on his team. But if his team ain't doing great, he ain't doing nothing, bro. Like I said the other day when he had 30 points, it was meaningless. When he had 30 points and they lost, it had no impact. It had zero impact on the game whatsoever. Zero, zilch. The guy's fraud. All you have is an OKC team being led by a great player this year, SGA, and the rest of his team playing ball. I watched that team, guy after guy, just turn around and spank that mid-range. Spank it. Yes, they were hitting threes, but they were hitting mid-ranges. Something that is foreign to these players in this game. These guys will be wide open at the mid-range and will just sit there and go do something else. They'll either pass it out, run back to the three, sit there and dribble until some dummy defender comes upon them, and now they're not open, and they won't even shoot it. OKC is giving you everything. They're giving you the mid-range shot, the three-point shot, the drive, the defense, everything. And yeah, that's what I was going to say. How is all these guys on OKC killing the mid-range, turnaround, face up, everything? Not just SGA, all of them. But Anthony Edwards can't hit a mid-range? You're trying to tell me you can't come down the lane and just pull up and hit a mid-range like SGA? You can't. Dude, I saw SGA take his defender and destroy him, play with him, and then kill him on the mid-range and pull up. All game, I seen that. All game. And all of a sudden now, pump faking is foul baiting. What? Pump faking is foul baiting. Wow. That was an art of some of the greatest players of all time. Whether it was Michael Jordan, whether it was Kobe Bryant, whether it was Larry Bird, whether it was Tracy McGrady and Allen Iverson and Vince Carter. That was an art. Now, we all know if you throw yourself in that guy's space, that's not a foul. But if you're in that guy's space, once he pump fakes and then he goes up again, that's a foul. And who gives a damn? That's the okay. That would be called foul baiting too. But can we put it in perspective? Foul baiting, defensive foul, foul baiting, offensive foul. These guys are jealous. These guys are jealous. The uncut hoops, the scap attack, these guys are jealous. And no scap, no help is coming for the Joker. He wants his stats. He doesn't want to play with a black player. It's not light-skinned. He don't want it. He wants his stats. If he wanted to play with a Negro player, it would have been signed, sealed, and delivered a long time ago. Joker don't care about winning championships, right? He told you that when he signed Porter Jr., Gordon, and Murray, who are injury cases who can't stay on the court. Okay? He told you that he didn't care about winning championships. When what? Well, when he didn't show up in that game 7. That's what he told you. He wanted to go back and play with his horses. He got his money. He don't want to be affiliated with this. This guy is a 3-time MVP and not even the face of the league. How do you think that make him feel? A 3-time, it should be 4-time MVP. Most people with any common sense will agree with that. The year Joel Embiid won the MVP. But now, it's an individual award. And like I told you, it's supposed to be an individual team award. How good was your team? No, how good were you? And how good was your team? Now, it's individual. Now it's individual. Any other time, and the guy he just be putting his foot in his mouth all the time, saying, OKC is this historical great team. So you're trying to tell us, Joker, if he did the same thing with this team, OKC, he doesn't deserve the MVP? Wow. So in what was it, 16? Curry didn't deserve the MVP, right? That was a historic team. No? What about 96? Michael Jordan didn't deserve the MVP. That was a historic team. Oh, okay, yeah. It was just those teams, they were that good, right? And I'm yet to get any answer on OKC. Who are the future Hall of Famers with the future Hall of Famer resume on the OKC team? Who is it? Besides, maybe SGA so far. Please tell me who it is. I don't see any. You cannot give me any guy's resume as of today and show me their future Hall of Famers. None of them. Zero. Zilch. Okay? You just got a bunch of guys out there playing ball in this era. That's it. They might be an all-time great team for one damn season. That's the way it's been going in the 2020s. We've heard this when the Lakers won. Who's going to stop them from repeating? Milwaukee wins. Who's going to stop them from repeating? They're going to be winning championship for years. Golden State in the 2020s when they won the championship. Who's going to stop them from repeating? Joker wins the championship with Denver. Who's going to stop them from repeating? Uncle Hoop said that year, he said Joker was on par with Michael Jordan, the second greatest player of all time. For putting up some damn stats, the man is still yet to lead the league in any statistical category. Dwight Howard did it 7 times. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, 5-time Defensive First Team. What was it? All NBA, I think Dwight Howard was like 8-time or something like that. Or he might have been 5. First team. And 8-time All-Star. I mean, hell, you take those 3 MVPs away, how the hell is Joker better than Dwight Howard? Fugazi. When we talk about the numbers in this era are inflated, like a damn hot air balloon. Inflated. The problem is OKC played defense all year. All year they played defense, and now the NBA has let every team play physical defense. Now they're really in trouble. Now the league is really in trouble because they're really playing high-level defense. And they almost came back, Minnesota, and not thanks to Anthony Edwards, who is a brick artist, a fraudulent fraud brick artist. Not that Julius Randle shouldn't get that smoke. This guy, Julius Randle need to get it together. Dude, you look homeless. Do something with your hygiene. Cut your damn hair. Do something. You look homeless, dude. If you was walking down the street and I seen Julius Randle, I would think this guy was literally homeless. That's how he looks. I'm sorry. He literally looks homeless. This guy done turned into the damn New York Knicks, Julius Randle. But at least when he was with the Knicks, he had some type of excuse because he was always hurt. Another fraudulent player that hits a basket talking about ice in his veins and then don't show up the next game. What are you so happy about that you hit a shot? Oh, we see now because you usually don't hit shots. You're not that good. You know you're a fraud. You know you're a fraud. That's why you're so happy. That's why you're smiling because you hit a shot. Huh? That's these guys. Do you ever see SGA throwing up fingers and doing all this crazy stuff when he hits a shot? What's wrong with these guys, man? What's wrong with Anthony Edwards? Guy hits a 3, he talking about bringing out smoking guns and put him down. And dude, sit your ass down. This is the media. I haven't heard no smoke for this Anthony Edwards on nobody's channels. Why not? Why not? Why not? A fake. I've even heard the media. What was it? I think it was the third game, if I'm mistaken. No, it was the second game. The media was bringing up this tired excuse again. And don't quote me on this, because I really wasn't even paying attention, because I think that I had the volume down, because you can't listen to these people analyze the game. The Richard Jeffersons and the Doris Burke. And it's sad that they don't put these people with Mike Breen. And I won't even get into it, but I was like listening but not listening. And then in game 2, they were bringing up Anthony Edwards' stamina and how he needs to adjust his stamina and get better. Like, really? Does this guy got asthma or something? I haven't heard about it. We're talking about a dude who done played all kind of levels of basketball. We're talking about a guy's stamina, but he's running back and forth, throwing up pistols, and I don't know what he's throwing up, but he kind of like throws his hands in the air like his guns are smoking, and then he puts them down or something like that. So you waste energy for that. I mean, the excuse making is just beyond bizarre world. It's weird. The guy's a fraud. Just say the guy has no overall game. He has no overall game. And he was lucky that he played a fraudulent team in round 1. Where to me, he didn't do nothing more than Julius Randle. And then Unclutch Sports knocked on Curry's door, threatening to ruin his career, ruin his marriage. If he don't fake an injury, if he don't get the hell up out of there. Very next game, that man was hurt. Very next game, that man was hurt. He knew what time it was. He knew what time it was. Time to go on vacation. He can't even come close to get no damn 5 championships, because LeBron James wouldn't have any kind of case, boat case, whatever. He really don't in the first damn place. But he can't even go to the Western Conference Finals because it'll make LeBron James look bad, because LeBron James has Luka. Yep, that's what it was, folks. Go look back at the game. I heard all these excuses last night, man. I don't care about no schemes. I don't care about what kind of defense they was running. For Anthony Edwards, you need to take a page out of SGA and learn how to damn play. Slow down on the perimeter, break your guy down, and shoot a mid-range if you can't get past him. If the double comes, shoot the mid-range. That's all SGA did all night. That man was picking his spots, taking his defender off the dribble. And when the double came, he just pulled up and shot the ball at the mid-range. And they fouled the man. A lot of them won't even pump faking. They fouled the man when he was shooting the mid-range. They fouled him on the arm. They fouled him a lot, and they didn't even call it last night. They was bumping the hell out of the man. Now, I know it's not going to take much to, bump him off his spot, because he's not a big dude. But nevertheless, they were bumping this dude all over the place before he was even set to shoot a shot. I didn't see any foul baiting. We can say this a million times. This is the dumbest thing. Luka is the king of foul baiting, and that's why I know this is racist. Luka is the king. No, nobody said nothing when Luka was doing it. And like I said, I made the video the other day, or yesterday. Was it yesterday? That you can't hold, they trying to hold, SGA to the highest standard in the NBA when everybody does it. Oh man, it's gotta stop. Oh, okay, it's gotta stop. Now that SGA wins the MVP, right? It didn't have to stop when Luka was doing it. A video didn't came out with Luka's face. A video didn't come out with LeBron James' face when he's been doing it forever. Or James Harden when he won the MVP. I mean, what? Huh? It only comes out when he wins the MVP, SGA over Joker. Now it's got to stop. But when there's no rules and everybody carries, travels, flops, foul baits, and Joker travels, carries, and hooks, what standard do you want to hold SGA to? The most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. It's just weird, man. When you listen to these guys out here, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm glad I'm not monetized, because these dudes will sell their souls for money. They will lie. Some of them can't even speak their minds. Some of them can't even tell their real opinion. I mean, it's just, this stuff out here is classless. What they say, people will do anything for money. Evil will always prevail when it comes to money, man. Never seen nothing like it in my life. In this NBA. I mean, this one man is supposed to uphold the standard of the NBA. Not only this year, the all-time standard of the NBA. From what I know now, he's supposed to be uphold the all-time standard for the NBA. He's supposed to be held to the highest standard of all time. And it was apparent when the Uncut Hoops was comparing this guy to Michael Jordan. And what's so great, I need to just make video. I'm not a great video guy, but I just need to go get the video, man, and show Michael Jordan doing the same thing, Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady, LeBron James, Luka Doncic. Because to me, I don't care. I'm not in none of these guys' circle anyway. The only guy that ever gives me shout out anymore is Sports and Fitness Rants. Not that the other guys don't do any work, but to me, this is the only realest guy to me that's like me and tells it like it is. Hell, I don't even know how he's even monetized at this point. I'm surprised they didn't cut him off a long time ago, because he just he bams on all of them, and he's not afraid to call any he's not afraid to call any YouTuber out, any content creator. He's not. And like I said, I'm not selling my soul for money. I'm not scared to say somebody's name. And, I'm not. A lot of these dudes scared to say somebody's name because they know YouTube is going to ding them. Because they know these guys might have 100,000 subs and you can't talk about this content creator. This is YouTube's dude. Well, the hell with him. When he's wrong, he's wrong. When he's acting racist, he's acting racist. When he says dumb stuff, he says dumb stuff. I don't care who's going to get the smoke. ESPN, anybody can get the smoke. And I don't care if one person sees my video, I'm cool with that. Because I didn't sign up to be monetized and kiss the butt of YouTube. I didn't. A lot of these guys did. They worry about what they say. But at the same time, Anthony Edwards is the biggest fraud of all time. I was just looking for this guy to explode in the second half. Dude, if you're a three-point shooter, it don't matter if a dude is on you. You should be able to bang these threes. If you're a real finisher, if you're a high flyer, you should be dunking on dudes coming down the lane. He's not. He's a fraud. And Rudy Gobert is the fakest black athlete I've ever seen in my life. Fake. Fake, fake, fake. And listen, if Minnesota is going to win one more game, it's going to be, either, I don't know, OKC is going to have to go on vacation like they did the game before this one. In Minnesota, Anthony Edwards' team is going to have to carry him. Never said Michael Jordan didn't have a bad game or Kobe Bryant, but when you're watching the dude that's scared to shoot, you look up and Michael Jordan is like 2 for 16. Mike having a bad game. Or same thing with Kobe or Iverson, but at least they shot the ball. And when they hit one, they're not running down court, ice in the veins, throwing up smoking guns and all this crazy stuff. Go to the hole and get fouled. But he's a fake high flyer. You know what he does? He goes to the hole and he can't bam over nobody. It's fake. They're going to block his shot. He's not this high riser that you guys thought. The dude is only 6'3", 6'4". He's not a legit, Michael Jordan 6'6". And Michael Jordan just, at that age, was getting over 7-footers. Bamming on him. Long arms, big hands, everything. Just bamming on him. Anthony Edwards ain't got that, man. He does the same predictable go to the hole. Once he gets so close, he does that little two-step with his arms up a little, with the ball up a little bit to his chest so they don't strip him. And then he's in a weird position to finish. He can't hang in the air and do all these incredible moves like a Vince Carter or even a small Allen Iverson. He don't have that, bro. He don't have what Michael Jordan had, or some of these great high flyers that could double clutch and do all this stuff. And he ain't even playing all-time great defenders. This guy is an AAU fraud. And I don't care if he comes out the next game and give me 40. I'm talking about consistency, homeboy. If he was that dude, did you hear me? SGA this year, as an MVP winner, has the most 30 and 40-point games in the regular season and in the playoffs in NBA history. Where the hell is Anthony Edwards? Again, the man made a second team. Again, all NBA. Donovan Mitchell outplayed him. The next Michael Jordan. We just made a video about this. I'm not saying he's not a great player. He's just a fraud for what they're trying to present him as. He's not a superstar, folks. He's a star. Donovan Mitchell is not a superstar. He's a star. They're trying to give these guys superstar status on some damn potential that ain't coming to fruition. Nothing against Jason Tatum, but Jason Tatum is better. He's better than Anthony Edwards. We can say Jaylen Brown is just as good or better than or as Anthony Edwards if Jaylen Brown got the bulk of the if he weren't playing with Jason Tatum. Luka Doncic, a plumber, is better than Anthony Edwards. A dude can't even jump off the damn ground. I don't want to hear nothing else about no damn Anthony Edwards. Nothing. And again, don't tell me about no damn double team. SGA got double teamed all damn game. And the man stopped and he pulled up and hit the mid-range. Or foul baited. Like I said, I was telling this in a group one day, one of the debate groups, about Michael Jordan's pump fake, and how that art has been, it's been lost. And that was a skill. That's not a skill. So this is what they call it today. A pump fake today, they call it foul baiting. Again, it is a pump fake, whether you want to say it's foul baiting or not, will be considered an offensive foul if you throw yourself into the defender. Remember, that's the thing. They made a rule with James Harden, because James Harden and a lot of other guys before SGA was throwing themselves into the defender's space where he jumped up. Now the offensive player has space to go up. And once he pump fakes and that defender is in his space, it's a foul. If he goes up. If he goes up and that defender is in his space, if he goes straight up, that's a foul. Whether you call these people are idiots, man.